So natural, yeah, so natural.
Hey ladies, this is Bree Stanley Owens here from SoNatural1.com. Also SoNatural1 here on YouTube, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Alright, so today is about the traveling stylist contract. Alright, and everything that's included and what's involved and how I can come to your state, okay? You go to www.sonatural1.com. You will click on the traveling stylist contract link, and then you will see the steps of what's needed to get me to your state, alright? You'll see the name. You have to get your name, of course, so I can know who you are. The possible date range, and my date range starts from August 15th on, and we'll be able to see if those, if specific days you ask for are available. Then I need you to give me the styles that you want to be a part of the contract. And be sure to keep in mind that the styles, the prices are listed on Gymbook as well, so you already know, keep tally of what's included for the styling and the installation. So the styling and installation are two different things. Just add up those fees. That way you'll have that all together. After that, I need you to have me the number of people that will be serviced. So you have up to 3 people. Only 3 per contract. That's it. The person that initially contacts me will be considered the host. You would be the host, whoever contacts me at first and says, yeah, I want you to come to my state. And that means you will be responsible for collecting the people, if you want people to join the contract with you. And you'll be the person responsible for collecting the deposits. So that each deposit is not collected from just 3 different people, it's collected by one person. That way everything, once it's deposited, it's done. You know what I'm saying? And it just helps me keep track of everything. I'll know who to directly contact. I'll still, the contract, once it's done, you can get a consultation with me. Each client can get a consultation through Skype. We'll be able to talk about, you know, what's involved, and when it comes to installing your hair, and if you have any problem areas, how I can fix those areas, you know, those certain things. You'll automatically have a consultation due to the $20 thing that was paid for the contract to be generated, and then we'll schedule the consultation for each person. Remember, it's up to 3 people. All right. So once you get the contract, you will see. Oh, now let me put it up. You will see on the contract. You will see the first thing is just, you know, welcoming you to being the So Natural family. And after that, you'll see the deposit policy. Deposit policy just lets you know it's 50% of the traveling expenses, and that way all that stuff can be taken care of. So that's the first deposit, and that's to be made, I believe it's before you can actually secure your appointment. So say that you request a date, say August 20th. All right, that's good. You requested that date on the initial email. One of my people will contact you, let you know if that date's available. In order to lock that date down, once you receive the contract, you'll pay the 50% of the traveling fees, and that day will then be yours. That's how you secure it. You secure your date by the deposit policy, not by the initial email saying that you want to request a date, but you'll secure it by when you do the 50% deposit for the traveling expenses. What are traveling expenses? Traveling expenses include transportation, travel time, lodging, and for each day that I'm there is special things that are taken care of that are part of the traveling expenses. So all those things are broken down inside of the contract. You'll never, ever, ever not know what's going on. And it just breaks down everything. I love this contract. It's so easy to read. I'm able to drive up to 4 hours. Anything past 4 hours, I will be flying. So those would be included in the travel time as well. So far as booking my plane tickets, you'll know all that stuff, how to, you know, my date of birth, all that stuff you need to book the flight, you'll have it. Okay? You have the option of either you booking the flight or I can book the flight. Doesn't really matter. And you have also the option of either having an in-home service or having a service where I choose a location. I'll be able to service all 3 people at that one location, which will actually break down the cost. If you're looking to get something in-home, that is more expensive, and there was an additional fee for in-home services. And if you're looking for something that's a weekend appointment, that's also more expensive. You also have the option of having the weekday appointment. So say after you come home from work, it'd actually be cheaper for you to do a weekday appointment rather than a weekend because it's high in demand. All those expenses are then added up and then put into the deposit section. You'll have a breakdown in the deposit section of either the flight cost or the travel time for me driving. You'll have the transportation, so far as how I'll be driving to you, how I'll be getting to you from the airport to your location. You'll have the travel time, so far as how long it took for me to actually get to you, and that's calculated. You'll also have the lodging, and the breakdown of everything underneath all this stuff is listed all in the contract. I don't want to go over everything, but you will see it as I'm saying it right now. There will be also a breakdown at the very bottom. It says travel expenses broken down, and it'll say stylist, and that's how much will be paid for the actual installation, and then the total. So the traveling costs are everything's inside of one box. Half of that will be due for the deposit. The other half will be due before I actually make the trip out to make sure it's secure. And the styling fees are then 50% of that's due as well, and then the other half is due from each client after their service. So when I'm actually there, you're in the chair, you will only have to pay 50% of the other half of your styling fees. Everything else will already be taken care of before I even get there. So it's super easy. There's no extra exchange of anything else. It's already been taken care of before I got there. If there are any cancellations, there's those things made inside of the deposit policy. All that stuff is listed. So say that you can't do it. Say there's an emergency. You are able to get another booking if you need within 14 days, so that way you won't lose everything. If there's an emergency that's actually taken care of, or it happens, because I know it happens all the time. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen all the time. But if there's an emergency, you're able to reschedule your appointment and make sure I'm still able to come out with no problem. Okay, so it will not be a loss. But most importantly, everything is listed in the contract. So I need you to follow through those steps. One thing that I hear a lot is going out there. Like, when can I come to Miami, or when can I come to Los Angeles? I need you guys to know that in order for me to come out there, you have to go through the traveling stylist contract first. I want you guys to know this is something very, very important to me, very near and dear to my heart, because this is time when I'm leaving away from my clients, my base location, Durham, North Carolina, and leaving with my family, and I'm coming out to see you. So it's very important we have everything in order. In order to have everything in order, the contract has to be taken care of. It's more professional, and it's just more comforting knowing that these things are already in line when I'm already out there. Okay? So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave the comments below, or email me at sonatcha1@yahoo.com, or email me when the host actually contacts me for the contract. All right? Because any other questions, just feel free. Let me know. And if I can make this any easier, I can break down the video again if need be. All right? Hope you guys like it and enjoy.